7 principal points how a person can frustrate God's grace according to Galatians chapter 2 verse 21. 1. Legalism and self-righteousness. By relying solely on adherence to rules and regulations, that is the law and performance, to attain righteousness, a person might frustrate God's grace. This mindset diminishes the significance of God's unmerited favor and places undue emphasis on human effort. 2. Rejecting Christ's sacrifice, denying or devaluing the necessity of Christ's sacrificial death for salvation can frustrate God's grace. This implies disregarding the fundamental tenet of Christianity, that salvation comes through Christ alone, through faith alone, through His grace alone. 3. Pride and arrogance, thinking that one's own actions, works, or achievements are sufficient for salvation instead of recognizing the dependency on God's grace can frustrate the purpose of Christ's sacrifice. 4. Refusing to accept forgiveness. Some individuals might struggle to accept forgiveness or believe they are beyond redemption, effectively rejecting the grace offered by God through Christ's sacrifice. 5. Judging others harshly. When someone imposes strict judgment or condemnation on others based on legalistic interpretations of the law, they can frustrate the inclusive and redemptive nature of God's grace. 6. Lack of compassion and mercy. Failing to extend compassion and mercy towards others, disregarding their need for grace and forgiveness, can be contrary to the spirit of God's grace. 7. Faithlessness and doubt. Constantly doubting God's grace and its sufficiency, relying on personal doubts rather than embracing God's promises, might frustrate the grace of God by undermining its transformative power in one's life.